Hi viewers, today is yet another video of our second episode with Take Charge of Your Health, and I'm very particular about this series that we are doing, Take Charge of Your Health, because oftentimes we refuse or we do not pay attention to our own health, what our body is telling us. So last week we dealt with the first episode or series, the first series that is about why men come early, and we mentioned a whole lot of things. I think if you've not watched the video, you have to take time to go back and watch why do men come early. So today, as I promised last week, that I'm going to talk about the aspects that deal with diet. And remember, I did a quote: your diet is your medicine. So what kind of medicine are you taking in? Are you taking any medicine at all that is being recommended, or you have taken charge of your own health to listen to what the body is telling you and to act upon it? Issues that we are going to discuss today is spices and vegetables. Spices and vegetables. Don't forget to click on the button to subscribe to our channel and to share to your friend as well. And then let's keep going and let's keep educating ourselves as men. We need to educate ourselves. We need to change our attitude as men. And let's do it on our own. Let's take charge on our own health. So let me begin today with the spices side. There are some spices that we are going to talk about in a short while. And then we will follow it up with some vegetables that I believe you can find them wherever you are. So let me start with this. I did some research about why do men come so early, which is related to research and what people have done, the studies that people have done. And most of these studies talk about the relationship between blood flow and performance. So that means that the system is made up in a way that if you want to really perform well with your partner, then you need to get your system, your blood flow to be running very well in your system. One of the studies that came out that I really love to share is the relationship between cardiovascular diseases in men and blood flow. That means that there is a relationship between someone who is having these cardiovascular diseases or issues and how their blood flows. Okay, so how does it work? So if you are someone who goes through cardiovascular disease, most often there are so many men who goes through this heart diseases, but they do not know. You could see sometimes a friend, a family, a husband, whoever, a man who is complaining, oh yeah, my heart, oh yeah, I felt this. Well, I felt my heart beating this way. Because we fail to go for checkup, as I said last week, we do not see or know what is happening within our system. So what I'm trying to say here is, when there's an issue with the heart, there is also possibility of your blood flow not going well. So let's see, if your blood flow is not going well, then it's going to affect your performance, because performance also has to do with blood flow. That is one line I'm trying to draw. If you have cardiovascular diseases, your blood flow is not going well, it is also going to affect your performance. Because mind you, all these issues that we talk about that men come early, most of them has to do with blood flow, because there should be a blood flow into the system. It's a whole bunch of science that we need to study. But I'm trying to say that let's pay much attention to our heart diseases, because there's a relationship between your heart disease and the way your blood flows. And so if there is that kind of blood flow into your system that is not going well, it's going to affect your performance, and you may be thinking about, what is wrong with me? Please try go for checkup and see what is wrong with you. So now let's see, what are some of the dietary issues? I'm talking about diet, but here I want to be specific to spices, Then I'll add a little bit to vegetables. So there are some spices that naturally they are very good. They contain some antioxidants, some natural compounds in them that really help in blood flow. These spices, most of them contains a compound that we call nitrogen and oxygen, but mostly we call it nitric oxide. So that is we are talking about chemistry here. So these spices have nitric oxide in them, and these contribute to blood flow into the system. And that's what I said. They contain natural compounds, like natural antioxidant compounds that really help in the production and then also help in how your blood flows. One of these spices that I'm going to talk about today is garlic. Garlic contains allicin, and allicin also helps in this blood flow. It also comes with natural antioxidants in them that helps blood flow. But one thing that guys do, I've seen a lot of people eating garlic raw. Well, it can burn, so taking it raw, I do not advise. Well, you can take it, but I think when you give it a little bit of heat, it's good to take it. It still contains that allicin power in it. That helps in blood flow. It also can help with the relaxation of the muscles as well, and the arteries and so on. It has that antioxidant in them. But I bet you people do not take it because of the scent. But let me give you this addition. If you worry about the scent, you can take it with tomatoes. So tomatoes is good to clear the scent. You do not need to spray your mouth or whatever it is. Just use tomatoes and you're good to go. That is number one thing I'm going to mention, or I've mentioned, which is about garlic. Number two, the second thing I'm talking about here is ginger. Ginger is really good. I'm talking about natural ginger. Ginger also has in them strong natural antioxidants that also help improve what we call the blood flow system in humans. So it also contains this nitric oxide I'm talking about, that this compound that also helps in blood flow. Then I'm also going to talk about one other thing that people don't usually use, turmeric. Turmeric is very good. Look, even in the if you read about the Latins, if you read about those ancient people and the spices they use, you could see that turmeric is one thing that they cannot forgo with. It's very, very powerful. It contributes greatly to the human blood flow system. But when you overuse it, because sometimes when we talk about the use, it's good, and you go and just you take a spoon, 2, 3, and just you put it into whatever you are doing. There you go. No, you have to know the measurement. You just don't take it like that. You have to know how to use it. So turmeric is second thing I want to also, the third thing I want to recommend to you. Turmeric is very good. Then let me mention the spices. Growing up, I saw that my mom, when I was young, I saw her do that. There was this spices, it's called, I don't know how to call it. This spices that look like rice. Mostly Africans used to call it Maggi cubes. They look like rice. Now, there was a study that came up one time ago, I think about 10 years ago, that this Maggi cube, it looked like rice, white. It's very white. This Maggi cube contains sodium glutamate. And sodium glutamate, when you take it for a bit long, it reduces the way you perform. It has that kind of danger in it. But those studies that came up try to recommend to all those people that were producing this these spices to stop, and they seize it. But you know what? They find another way to put the same chemicals into different Maggi cubes that they are producing. So you have to be very watchful. You have to be very vigilant. Open your eye and read and see what you are buying. Don't buy poison and take it slowly and die. No. So you have to be very careful about such spices. Then another thing I also mentioned here is onions. In fact, naturally, onions are good. But the use, again, people don't like the scent. They have strong and all powerful antioxidants in them. I just don't want to be mentioning the antioxidants, but I just want you to know how they contribute into blood flow into the system. You need, and as you continue to eat naturally, you also help to cure yourself. You also help to clean your system. And then you keep on going that way and you heal yourself. It's very, very, very essential. It's very, very important for you and I to take care of our health. We do not want our partners to complain. Therefore, we need to take charge of our health and develop our system and put in natural things in it. It's very, very, very important to this discussion. Then I also want to switch a little bit to leafy vegetables. There are some leafy vegetables that are also good in them. They also contribute into some of these discussions that we are having today. One is spinach. They are very good. In fact, I think most people don't like using them. I don't know why, but I think I will entreat you to also start using it. I want to tell you something about this diet or these topics that we are treating. You see, we have this episode that we are going to discuss all this one by one, step by step. But you see, all these things that we are discussing and educating ourselves is all about willingness. If you are not disciplined, if you are not willing to do all these things, don't even listen. Because I'm telling you, how long did you get this low performance? How long have you gotten this happening to you? But when you start to practice good health, you want it to happen just a day. It doesn't work that way. You just want it to work in just an hour. It doesn't happen that way. You need to take time to clean the body. You need to take time to change the diet, to eat well, to do all these things well. Then you could see the benefits. If not, don't expect to see that sharp benefits. No, it's not magic. And there's no one food that contributes to what we are discussing, the topic that we are discussing. There's no one food that can contribute to it. But it's about how you are diligent to. It's about how you are willing to. It's about how you want to take charge of your health. In that, there are a whole lot of things that we are going to discuss that will also benefit you a lot. So let me go back to my leafy vegetables that we are talking about. Now we have some leafy vegetables. For instance, cabbage is one. Cabbage is really good, even for people who go through people who are asthmatic. It depends on how you use it. We go one day we will treat some of this topic as well. So broccoli is one that we use. Broccoli comes with a family of cruciferous vegetables. Now, these cruciferous vegetables are very good. Broccoli belongs to them. Why cruciferous? That name is because those who study those plant things that those plants, broccoli and the family and others that belongs to cruciferous vegetables, they resemble a cross. I don't know the cross they are talking about. Maybe it's a cross of Jesus. Who knows? But we will find out which kind of cross they are talking about. Then I also want to draw your attention to beetroot. If you don't know how to use beetroot, try it. Start practicing it. Beetroot is very good for blood flow. Very, very good. But again, you can use beetroot you can blend and sieve it with ginger. You can blend and sieve it with so many things that it will really help you. So I'm advising you with beetroot. You see it and you pass by. You go to the market, you see it, what is this? And then you wave it. Sometimes you even throw it away. You don't want to touch it. But, well, take charge of your health. It's very good for you and your blood flow as well. And one last thing I also want to talk about before I conclude on this is pomegranate. Pomegranate is a fruit that has in them a powerful antioxidant that contribute to blood flow. Look, the amount of production that pomegranate can produce, especially in terms of nitrogen oxide in your system, you do not know. I have read several papers, I have read several articles I'm talking about medical articles that they write about some of these vegetables, some of these fruits that we are discussing. And you cannot go and just you see it and you walk away. I'm telling you, it's very good, even if it's expensive. Health on its own is expensive. So take charge of your health. Don't put in garbage. Garbage will come out. It's like a computer system. You put in garbage will come out. Let's put in natural products, and let us have that thing running into our system. Let me give you this piece, and then I'll end it with how you can also fast to help your cognitive, your brain development, your blood flow, and other things. But I'll take the whole topic of fasting as a section, and I'll talk about intensive fasting and how it's helped in cleaning up the system, how it's helping for you to also have a peace of mind with whatever you are doing. And then I will add that with rest. For now, thank you very much for having time to listen to us. Remember to take charge of your own health. That is what I want to say. Take charge of your own health, and then be very, very serious about it, because, man, ladies are complaining, partners are complaining. We need to work it out. Let's come together and put it all together, and then we can all laugh one day and then have the peace. Don't forget to subscribe on the button that you see. Don't forget to share this. And every week we will bring you a video. And this is very, very important education we are doing. Join us on Men's Health platform. Thank you very much.